Welcome back to the Hood Knees Fantasy Football Podcast. This is episode 88. I got my dogs with me here today, MFB.
Yes, sir.
And BBTB.
Here.
And this episode is Week 8 starts and sits. And thankfully we have MFB with us because it would have been kind of boring. It's just me and BBTB.
Whoa. I'm kind of exciting, brother.
There's just one less start and one less sit. So it just kind of like, it doesn't work
Respect.
for starts and sits. Anyways, MFB, why don't you go ahead and start us off with your QB start of the week?
All right. My QB start of the week has been a guy who has been on a tear. On paper, it's a tough matchup, but that team does got probably the best wide receiver duo in the league right now. My start is Dak Prescott. I think even in this game, he could probably avoid Pat Surtain's side and be cool and still drop maybe 3 passing touchdowns.
I was going to say they're playing Denver. That's a tough one. I was debating between him and another QB for my sit this week, and I ended up going with the other QB for my sit.
Well, I mean, you're gonna start Dak because he's performing as a fully healthy offense. Are you like starting him as in like he should go off? Like he should have like a game?
I think he'll definitely like I would say at least drop 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say at least drop 18.
Serviceable.
Mainly because Dallas has a run game that has to be respected. Right?
Yeah.
And so that definitely helps you in the passing game, as we've seen Dallas do.
Javonte revenge game?
Ooh.
Really? Might be a Javonte revenge game. No, it's a solid pick. BBTB, go ahead, give us your QB start of the week.
My QB start of the week was the dude that got robbed last week of a dub. They had a 99.8 chance. 98%.
We know what you mean. Just continue.
You know what I mean?
Keep speaking.
But Jackson Dart. Start Jackson Dart. He plays the Eagles. He had a phenomenal game against the Eagles. Will the Eagles put up a better fight? I think this will be like an offensive battle because the Eagles have picked it up the past 2 weeks. So I think the Giants, an Eagles game should, should go crazy. The over should hit. Jackson Dart, Jalen Hurts, 20 plus fantasy points easily.
Okay.
I like it, man. I mean, we saw what he did against the Eagles, a short while ago. And man, I'd be so confident just starting Dart in my lineups. Like I would just keep starting Dart until he gives me a reason not to start him at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's been really good. He's looked good. He seems like the real deal. And this is, man, you guys got to realize, I mean, we all remember it's without Neighbors, bro. Imagine you had Neighbors on that team.
Oh,
bro.
Easily.
The difference would be crazy. So he's going to be an interesting one next season for sure.
Yeah.
When Neighbors are back. My QB start of the week, Caleb Williams, looking to bounce back after his poor performance last week. They get a nice matchup against Baltimore, who gives up a lot of points to fantasy quarterbacks. I think it's going to be a good game. Lamar Jackson should be back, so it should keep it competitive. They'll go back and forth. That Baltimore secondary is boof. So look to see Caleb Williams bounce back this week.
Yeah, and with Caleb Williams, I don't know if you guys saw, Troy Aikman was pretty much just talking hella smack on the Bears in general, talking smack on Caleb Williams. And Caleb Williams clapped back on IG, by the way, towards Troy Aikman. So, yes, Caleb Williams did not so good last week, but I think after like the smack talking, I think like Caleb Williams should start to pick it up.
Yeah,
he needs to start targeting.
I like this pick too.
He needs to start targeting his better receiver, DJ Moore. God damn it.
Yep.
But yeah, no, it's a good pick, in my opinion. I'm just kidding. Anyways, that'll do it for that's a pretty straightforward one for me. And we all seem to be in agreement. So let's move on to the wide receiver starts. MFB, give us your wide receiver start of the week.
My wide receiver start of the week is Xavier Worthy, right? I think they get a Monday night matchup against the Commanders. Commanders have been pretty soft, very easy to throw on.
Yeah.
And I think, like they'll probably be so focused on Rashee and trying to eliminate Rashee that it'll open up some very big plays for Worthy. And I think Worthy only really needs like 1 or 2 big plays to really drop like a 15 plus performance.
Yeah. I don't like this take at all. I'm playing against Xavier Worthy this week. I need him to not do anything. So no, I'm kidding. I like the take. I was going between him and my receiver to start, but ultimately decided not to go with Worthy because I'm playing against him.
Well, with the bye weeks, like right now, it's a really rough bye weeks, by the way. Like a lot of people are sitting. Worthy would be the go-to guy to start. The problem is he's like kind of JMO 2.0, where he's literally boom or bust with Rashee being there. So you either dropping you high double digits or he's getting you like 4 points. So roll the dice, brother.
That's fair. Yeah.
I think he has a safe enough floor. I think he's going to just get involved, even with Rashee Rice.
Brother, his floor is like 4 points.
He hasn't gotten less than 6 this season, so I mean, his floor is 6 points.
I guess.
So that's, I mean, he's not gotten less than 4 targets in a game besides the game he got injured, game 1. But yeah, he's had enough targets, and he's speedy, so they're going to use him, especially like MFB said, he's Rashee Rice can get covered, or most of the coverage will be for him. So Worthy should be able to do something with that. BBTB, go ahead and give us your wide receiver start of the week.
My wide receiver start of the week is the real wide receiver 1 in Chicago. It's DJ Moore. DJ Moore should have a crazy game. When I mean crazy, 20 plus, 100 yards, 7-8 catches, a tutty. He's like, I truly think this is a DJ Moore game. The way the game script looks, I'm like right now, I have Olave and DJ Moore. I'm not sure who I'm really trying to play. I'm leaning towards more DJ Moore just because of what I'm saying right now. So I believe it's a DJ Moore week.
Look, brother, I want to believe you. I really do, because I have him, and he has been so butt for me. And it is bye-pocalypse. I don't have any other options, and I'm rolling him out.
Believe me.
Actually, I lost players this year, so I have to roll him out pretty much weekly. And he has been so just underutilized, short dump offs, rushing plays, like they're trying to use him like Debo or something, jet sweeps. I don't know, man. I hope he performs and does well, because he's a good receiver. Like he's a very talented receiver, and he's what, 28? So he's in his prime years. Yeah.
Prime years.
So like it just doesn't make sense that they're underutilizing him in this way. Like it just, I don't know.
Yeah. No, but this is a week, brother. I'm telling you right now.
I think to me, it's like 50-50, right? Either this crazy receiving game either goes to Rome, which we've seen it usually go to, but DJ Moore is kind of due for a show out, right? So that's really the only thing that would make me say it's this week compared to other weeks. But like I said, it's 50-50. It's either going to be the DJ Moore show or back to the Rome show.
It feels, I mean, I'm probably, if I were to put money on it, would think that it would go to Rome over DJ Moore. That's just kind of the trend that they've had this season. They just have been using him a lot more than DJ Moore. So anyways, no, I mean, it's a good take. I think it could definitely work, but I'm a little bit 50-50 on that one. My wide receiver start of the week, Tedero McMillan. Woo! Yeah, rookie for the Carolina Panthers, who has been pretty mediocre, to be honest. He's had a couple double-digit games, and a couple of dud games. He has a decent floor. I think Bryce Young is dealing with an ankle sprain, high ankle sprain, I believe. So Andy Dalton's a starter. I think that's a slight bump. Buffalo secondary is very strong, but I do believe that Andy Dalton's just going to get it to his number one guy. And Tedero should be able to do decent.
Yeah. I absolutely hate the take. Do not start Tedero McMillan. I will give more details in my sits because he is one of my sits. Do not start Ted McMillan. So sorry.
I think it's not bad. Like I'd be like somewhat confident starting Tetaroa, right? He gets so many targets that
against Buffalo.
Who else they gonna throw to, bro?
But you have to realize that okay. So my reasoning for Tet, first off, is that it's bye-pocalypse. There's not enough choices. There's like the obvious wide receiver one starts that you're not going to sit under any circumstance. You know what I mean? And then after that, there's these guys that it's like, who do I start? Which in this situation, I mean, most of these guys you're starting anyways because you don't have a choice. But in my opinion, they're playing against Buffalo, who lost their last two games before the bye, lost to Atlanta, right? They're going to go crazy, and the Panthers are just going to probably garbage time points, get something to Tet, you know what I mean? Like he's going to produce likely garbage time.
If you're banking on that, sure, but I have this game.
We're banking on fantasy. We're not banking on like a win, you know what I mean?
No, of course. But like I have the Bills winning like 38-10. I have the Bills having the ball like 45 minutes out of 60 minutes. Like I have the Bills doing work. Like I have the Bills.
I suppose. Well, let's go with some comparisons, right? Tetaroa or Michael Pittman this week?
Michael Pittman.
Okay. Kimo?
Who are they playing against, Pittman?
They play the Titans, I believe.
Oh my gosh. Field day.
Yeah, that would probably have to be Pittman.
Pittman's
Tetaroa McMillan or Quentin Johnston?
Oh.
I'll take Tet.
Oh. I hate them both.
So you gotta choose one.
Viking secondary. I think you rolled Tet.
Mm-hmm.
Can you name a couple more names real quick? Possibly.
Okay. What about Keenan Allen, or is it the same for you?
Keenan.
Okay.
Keenan's different.
Keenan's end zone threat. Like he gets in the end zone.
Yeah.
Okay, Tet or Jordan Addison?
Addison.
On the other side against Chargers, yeah. Okay. Addison is a big sleeper pick for me. Like he just gets open, man. He's a dog. He's like a trade 4 candidate in my opinion. If you can get him, Addison. I like him a lot, and his schedule opens up. Their schedule is fire the rest of the season. Him and Jay Jettis. Anyway, let's move on. We're taking a lot of time here with the Ted pick. RB starts, MFB, RB start of the week.
My RB start this week is J.K. Dobbins.
Ooh.
Coming back, he had about a 2-game dip, but bro, we've seen Dallas get ran on plenty of times, right?
Yeah.
So, and I think the Broncos definitely utilize their running backs to open up for QB rushes, to open up for the passing game. And I think J.K. Dobbins will be featured heavily and probably do a good amount of work this game.
Love the pick.
I love it so much that was my original RB start, and I went with another one. So that's 2 picks in a row that was my pick, and then I went to a different player. So I like the pick, yeah.
We on the same page. Respect.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. BBTB, give us your RB start of the week.
Sadly, I don't want this guy to go off, but he will go off. It's Rachaad White against my Saints. No Bucky this week. Rachaad White always goes dumb against the Saints. They are feeding Rachaad White. No Mike Evans. Chris Godwin's ruled out this week. this should be a Rachaad White show. Like 2 tutties, 100 yards, 22 touches. Like, it'll be a Rachaad White show.
I don't think Rachaad White is that sick, but yeah, getting that much volume,
No.
I think he can volume his way.
He's not that sick. He's playing against the Saints. Like, he's going to look like Cam Scatterboo against the freaking Eagles.
He's
on
going to
that
volume
Thursday.
his way. He's
Like,
going to volume his way to a good game for sure. I like the pick. It's a good pick.
I mean, he gets really good usage in the Bucs offense, right? Like with that usage alone, like he could finish in the top 10 of this week easily.
Yeah. No, good pick. My RB start of the week, Chase Brown against the Jets. Joe Flacco's slanging it, man, and he's targeting Jamar Chase 50% of the time. Jamar Chase is a dog. They're going to be scoring a lot of points. The Jets are trash. They're rolling out Tyrod Taylor, Justin Fields benched. They, no Garrett Wilson. Josh Reynolds is their wide receiver 1. They're not going to score a lot of points. It's going to be all Bengals, and Chase Brown's going to get a lot of opportunities to run all over them.
Yeah, that's a fire pick. Chase Brown should eat. I know it was a lot of passing tutties last week, but at some point they're going to feed Chase Brown for a low rushing tutty.
Yeah, I like the pick too. Chase Brown been pretty much very due, especially for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's move on to tight end starts of the week. MFB, start us off with your tight end start.
So my tight end start is Mason Taylor of the Jets. I know he was like a hot waiver pick 2 to 3 weeks ago. And I mean, right now the Jets are depleted, man. Right? Like I don't know who they got. I mean, number one, I don't know who they got throwing the ball, but I also don't know who they got catching the ball.
Tyrod Taylor.
So I feel like this homie gets like at least 10 targets. I heard Tyrod Taylor is even injured right now.
He's dealing with an injury, but apparently he's good to go, or he should be good to go.
Okay.
Sunday.
If you're sorry, if you want to keep going.
Yeah, I'll keep going. And it is the Bengals, but the Bengals have allowed a lot of receiving yards. So, and if this is the only Jets receiver, I think he can get 10 targets and see the end zone if they ever hit the red zone.
So let me.
I don't go. Look, hold up.
And I'm gonna let BBC go ahead. Yeah.
I don't know what 1,000 big brain IQ you're on right now, but if that happens, like I'm going to you for all my fantasy advice. You're talking about a 0-7 Jets with no one there. With I know the Bengals defense has not been that sick, but I feel like they'll put up a good fight against that weak Jets team. If I'm relying on that tight end on National Tight Ends Day, where usually a lot of tight ends go off, I don't know. Every single advice is going through you, brother. So I don't know.
I will say it is National Tight Ends Day, so look for all the tight ends to be featured this Sunday. So it should be a good day for all tight ends. If you have a good tight end, like one of the top, big names, look for them to go crazy this week. Unfortunate that Trey McBride is out this week due to a bye week. But Mason Taylor, so I have Mason Taylor in one of my leagues. I unfortunately am rolling him out. I may change my mind later. But Cincinnati's allowed the most fantasy points to tight ends this year. They gave up, was it 3 touchdowns last week to Pittsburgh tight ends? I think.
Yeah, but the reason I didn't bring up that statistic really is because that game itself skewed it a lot. And that's really because Pittsburgh just throws hella to tight ends.
Yeah.
I think also though that Mason Taylor had 0 targets before the half. I think his first target came in the third quarter when Tyrod Taylor took over. So, and he got 5 targets in that half. So if Tyrod Taylor is the QB, it's not Justin Fields. I could see them targeting Mason, or I could see him targeting Mason Taylor because he's probably their best pass catcher. I'm not excited to roll him out, but on National Tight Ends Day, why not? The BBC, go ahead and give us your tight end start of the week.
My tight end start of the week is going to be Hunter Henry. The past few, you guys could stat correct me if I'm wrong, but the past few national tight end days, while he was on the Patriots, he has gone off. And so I do think that Hunter Henry will produce just because it's National Tight End Day. It's my only logic.
I don't necessarily like Hunter Henry. It being National Tight Ends Day, I think you got to remember, like last week, they passed to Austin Hooper for a touchdown. It didn't go to Hunter Henry. Not to say that they'll do that again, but they use both those tight ends for receiving. Like they're both receiving tight ends. You know what I mean? So it could very well go to Austin Hooper.
Hunter Henry is one of those guys where like he's either going to see four or less targets in a game or like 10 plus. I kind of like this start just because I think he is due for a game. So I could see him doing pretty well this game, possibly.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I don't right now. I forgot it was National Tight Ends Day. I don't think any of these guys really do that bad. And I think you can roll out pretty much any starting tight end, and you should be fine this week. But with that, my tight end start of the week is Mark Andrews. Lamar Jackson's back. National Tight Ends Day. He's due to have a decent game. So I don't think he's going to go crazy, but I think you can slot him into your lineup and he's going to get you enough points where you're happy.
Look, Mark Andrews or the Jets tight end, bro? Because I deadass don't know.
Brother, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm in a league where I'm rolling both of those guys.
That's why I'm laughing.
I'm literally starting both of them. I'm starting two tight ends. I'm that down bad, bro.
That's pretty down bad. Just if it works, bro, I guess. Look, Lamar comes back.
I deserve an award if it works.
Lamar's back, and that's amazing. I've been saying to sell Mark Andrews since he got that 2-tud game, and my friend here, Kimo, did not listen to me. And now he's been getting a steady 5 points for I don't know however long, but I'm not crazy about Mark Andrews.
Hell yeah, 5 points. That's all I need. Yeah, we'll see. National Tight Ends Day might skew his value. I have him or Mason Taylor. Who am I keeping? I'd rather have the guy that Lamar. I'd rather have the guy with Lamar Jackson throwing to him than Mason Taylor. So, anyways, that's it for tight end starts. Let's move on to our bonus starts, and we'll kind of go fly through these. We're taking a lot of time on these.
Yeah.
So, MFB, start us off.
Okay.
Love
another
BBTV. No, I'm just kidding.
Another Broncos player for me, Courtland Sutton. Yep. I think Bo Nix had a wild game last week. I think he's going to keep it riding. I think it's going to be like, I think Dak's going to turn into like a shootout type of game with Cowboys Broncos. I'm expecting a lot of fantasy points this game in general, especially since Dallas has also been very thrown on. And I think Sutton is going to be the benefactor.
Love it.
Yep. I love wide receivers against Dallas. Great. Excellent. BBTB, give us your bonus start of the week.
I have Wan'Dale Robinson. The reason why I have Wan'Dale Robinson because he did decent against the Philly. And second thing is a lot of bye weeks, so you probably have Wan'Dale at your flex. I don't have him going crazy, but he should be serviceable with like a 9 to 12 point kind of fantasy game.
To go along with your QB star of the week, Jackson Dart.
Correct. Little
double dippy. Slayton did return to practice. So he may be in this game and may take targets from Wan'Dale Robinson, but I don't know. I still think you can roll Wan'Dale out flex. Yeah. Should be decent enough. Should be serviceable. My not wide receiver. Sorry, it is a wide receiver. My bonus start of the week is Matthew Golden I think that this is the week where he has a decent enough game. They're playing against Pittsburgh, good matchup. His reps have been going up. He's been getting more involved. I think that this week against Pittsburgh, he has himself a decent enough game that you feel confident you can start him.
No.
Man, it's tough. I mean, like, I could see it, but it's just the carousel of Green Bay receiving, and we don't know who it's going to. But as far as the talent, I love Golden. I wish they would make him the alpha receiver there.
Yep. I'm predicting this to be a game where he steps up and does it big. It could very well end up being a Dubes game and you end up getting nothing from Golden, or just, Tucker Kraft goes off. I don't know. We'll have to, I mean, if you believe in my pick, you can roll them out. If not, figure something. Go play Wanda Robinson. That'll do it for the starts of the week. Let's go ahead and jump into sits of the week, starting with QB, MFB. Give us your QB sit of the week.
All right, man. We've talked about this guy a lot. Every week, damn near in the duds list. And that brother is CJ Stroud. The most hated of all of every Nico Collins owner out there. I think, I got him playing against SF, and we saw a depleted SF like defense just kind of smash the Rams even before. I think they probably just go in and low-key thrash CJ Stroud. And there's not even a Nico Collins out there, right? So who's there to help Stroud out?
No Nico Collins. Christian Kirk is not practicing. Yeah. So you have Jaden Higgins and Xavier Hutchinson, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and Dalton Schultz.
And Dalton Schultz. Why did I put Schultz in the tight end start of the week? I want to change my pick. Put Schultz in there.
Look,
there's no one else with the
I'm going to be with that sit. I kind of like it. I kind of don't. Only reason why I don't is because I have to play CJ Stroud this week. Both my quarterbacks are on bye.
Good luck, bro.
I love it. CJ Stroud, fire sit. Excellent sit. Do not start that guy under any circumstance. BBTB, go ahead and give us your sit of the week for QB.
To all you weak Chargers fans, bruh. All y'all that got mad last week because y'all lost. Sit Justin Herbert. That man, he's not a fraud, but his team's a fraud. All right? I'm just saying, only one he's got there is Keenan. I forgot what tight end y'all was talking about. Uka Buka Wuka, whatever his name was.
Yeah, it's
Arande.
Oh, yeah, Arande, whatever. I'm just saying.
Rendezvous.
Don't start Justin Herbert. He's going to get you like 10 fantasy points. Yeah.
I can see this pick. I also think it just depends on if they get their offensive lineman back. If Joe Alt is back, that changes things for Herbie.
Possibly.
I think Herbie is probably going to ride this positive wave a little bit longer. So I got him kind of doing well this game.
Oh.
Maybe.
I think against Minnesota, I really think that if
we've also seen Herbert use his legs before, so it could help him out.
Yeah.
In my opinion, if you have Herbert, if you check on his... Are they Thursday night?
Yeah. Thursday.
Oh, shit. If they got their offensive lineman back, you can feel a lot more confident starting him. If not, and you have no other option because it's, bye-pocalypse, then yeah, you can... you're kind of stuck with it. But if you can start someone else, then like the other guys we mentioned, then I would maybe consider rolling one of those other guys out. My QB sit of the week is a very interesting one. I could not find anyone else that I could say to sit this week because everyone else was either Tua, and you're obviously not starting Tua, or you're obviously starting that quarterback. So I'm throwing this guy out there. Drake May playing against Cleveland. Myles Garrett is going to be inside of his face, all up in his face. He's just not going to be able to be comfortable and against that Cleveland defense. I think he's just going to, I don't think he has to do too much because Cleveland's offense is so cheeks and the New England defense is been turning up. So I don't think Drake May is going to have to do enough. And so for that reason, under 20 fantasy point game, which is not what you want from Drake May.
Absolutely hate the take. Drake May will have a legacy game against the Browns. Why? Because the Browns offense is so bad. That means that the Patriots are going to get the ball a lot. And
get closer to the Wi-Fi box, brother. We can't hear you.
Oh, okay. Let me get closer to the Wi-Fi. Yep. Can you hear me?
You're cutting out. Yep. All right.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, we have BBT.
So basically,
Heading on the go here.
So basically, Browns are not going to have the ball a lot.
You said, yeah.
Okay. Browns are not going to get the ball a lot. Drake May is going to have the ball. The Patriots are going to have the ball. He's going to have a 3-touchdown game, 250 plus yards. But throw in a rushing tutty in there. Drake May's having a legacy game.
Yeah, I know some people.
I could see both scenarios. I could see the exact scenario BBTB is talking about, or I could see a scenario where it's like the Patriots get like the Patriots D get like 2 touchdowns off interceptions or fumbles or something crazy, right?
Yeah.
Dylan Gabriel dog trash. And then just like they pretty much just run out the clock, do a bunch of screen passes, and pretty much run out the game with possession time. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to ask.
So that would be a situation where Drake May would not do great fantasy wise, of course.
I'm going to ask MFB because BBTV has Drake May in 2 leagues, so he's very skewed. MFB, would you rather start Dak or Drake May this week? Dak against Denver or Drake May against?
I'd probably still start Drake.
Yeah.
All right then.
Yeah.
Sit Drake May. It's bye-pocalypse. You probably don't have a choice, honestly. But if you do have a choice, all right, if he does bad, you can laugh at BBTV. Anyways, wide receiver sits of the week. MMB, start us off.
All right. My wide receiver sit of the week is Jalen Waddle. Now, I know it seems interesting. They have no Darren Waller. They have no Tyreek. Right? Who else are they going to throw to except Jalen Waddle? They probably target Jalen Waddle, but I don't see him putting up big fantasy numbers for you like you would expect. The Falcons are the only team, I think, that have allowed less than 1,000 yards so far this season receiving.
Brother, remember the last episode when you were telling me that, I told you guys to sell Jalen Waddle and y'all thought I was tripping and y'all kept telling me it was a windy game and this and that?
Yeah.
Waddle, automatic sit for the rest of the season. Let him have one game.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm talking about this week, brother.
No, it's
I know, but I'm just
Baltimore the following week.
Bro, Tua is horrible.
Buffalo.
Horrible. Wait for him to pop off.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying to sit Waddle.
Waddle.
So I'm guessing BBT was angry, but he agrees with me. So
I agree with it. I agree with you.
I agree with it. That was actually my wide receiver sit, and I pivoted.
Yeah. Every pick of mine is Chemo's pick. I don't know.
I'm telling you, I thought the same thing, and then I pivoted to another player.
No, you didn't.
We're on the same page.
No, you didn't.
We're on the same page, brother. Brother, I'm telling you. A lot of these. I didn't. The Sutton and the Mason Taylor, no. But the Xavier Worthy, J.K. Dobbins for starts, yes, I had the same thing. I was like, ooh. Anyways, BBTB, give us your wide receiver sit of the week.
Wide receiver sit, Deebo Samuel. No Jaden Daniels. No Terry McLaurin. They play a really good Chiefs defense. I would stream a receiver if you can over Deebo Samuel. Don't play Deebo.
I don't think he plays this week, brother.
No, he should. He should
What do you
be
mean?
playing.
They play Monday night. Are you saying he's out because of injury?
Injury.
No.
I don't know if he's confirmed out. Is he?
He's not confirmed out.
I'm just saying I don't think he plays this week.
Oh, well. If he does
It's
play.
trending right for Monday night.
Coach said he's
scared.
trending in the right direction.
I would be scared to start him anyways, just because it's a Monday night game and he played pretty poorly last week due to clearly from the injury, like he wasn't 100%. So yeah, I like the take. It's a good take.
I could also get behind the take with no Jaden Daniels. I'm not too confident. Also, bro, this game, like, they're projected to get spanked by the Chiefs.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I have this like a 38-10 game as well.
Every game is just 38-10, huh?
Watch it. Watch me predict these scores.
Imagine. My wide receiver sit of the week, Jawan Jennings. This is basically they're playing against Houston. Houston has a very good secondary. They have a really good defense. I just don't think he does enough. I think it's just that team literally runs through McCaffrey. McCaffrey is going to finish wide receiver 10 on the season with how much receiving work he's
Bro,
doing.
He's projected
top
for the
10 receiver.
He's projected the first ever running back to be 1,000 receiving yards and 1,000 rushing yards.
Yeah, the McCaffrey is literally the engine of the 49ers.
Not surprised by that. Yeah, I definitely also agree. I think it's going to be like a C-Mac, probably just a C-Mac Kittle game. I think.
Yes, it's National Tight Ends Day. Kittle's going to bounce back from a dud straight donut last week. Kittle's going to have a straight, two touchdown game.
Yeah.
So he's going to be hyper targeted, and McCaffrey's going to get the rest of the work. That's it for wide receiver sits. Let's move on to running backs. MFB, start us off.
My running back sit of the week is Jaylen Warren of the Steelers. Now, Jaylen Warren has looked pretty good, but this matchup is extremely tough, right? I think Green Bay is the only team that in the league that hasn't allowed 500 plus rushing yards against them.
Oh, wow.
And they've only allowed 3 rushing touchdowns. So because of that, I got Jaylen Warren not doing too hot.
Yeah, that's...
So now maybe the receiving work could save his day. But yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I like the take. It's a good take.
Yeah, no, I was going to say with those statistics, that's pretty fire.
No, I had the same idea as MFB. Believe it or not.
Oh, yeah. All right.
BBTV, go ahead and give us your RB set of the week.
My RB set of the week is Devon Achane. You're probably going to start him, and then I'm going to tell you I told you so. Don't start him. It's that simple. Don't start Devon Achane.
Can you give us more reasoning as to why you don't want us to start Devon Achane, or why we should start Devon Achane?
The reason why you shouldn't start Devon Achane is because that offense is absolutely horrible. Devon Achane is going to get fed the ball 10 times, maybe. I don't know. I just don't see him getting that much work. If he does go off, let's just say if he does, I think you get him and you trade him away. Yeah, and they also play Falcons, right? They play Atlanta?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, Atlanta's a decent defense as well. So I feel like they're going to just try to contain that run game. So, yeah.
Yeah, I believe I don't like the take that much. I think Devon Achane's their best player. And if Waddle is not going to produce, someone on that team has to. I think that even last week with Jalen Waddle getting 2 fantasy points, he still volumed his way, or he still did decent enough with his receiving work that he ended up with almost 11.5 fantasy points against Cleveland's defense, which is a lot better than Atlanta's run, like in terms of run defense. So I don't think you sit Achane under any circumstance. Do not sit Achane. Unless you're in a
maybe
6-man
a sit
league.
is hard to say, but I will say I would be very surprised if he gets over 20 points, right? But I think just his usage alone will get you 10 points.
I think he hits it 15.
I think he gets 6.
Damn.
All right, we'll have to wait and see. My RB sit of the week is Ramondre Stevenson. I'm calling it right now. Ramondre Stevenson is going to fumble in this game against Cleveland. He's a fumbler. BBC, let it slide, bro. Ramondre Stevenson is going to fumble this game. He's just, that's just in his nature. He just has to fumble once every couple of games. He's due for a fumble. It just happens for him. He had a nice week last week, and this week is a fumble week for him. So he's going to fumble the ball. He'll end up with 5 fantasy points or less. Maybe even 2 fumbles. One of them will go to the other team. One of them won't go to the other team.
Wow.
But yeah, don't start Ramondre this week.
I could I don't know about the fumbling part. I mean, maybe. But the Browns also a very good run D. Haven't allowed a lot of rushing yards. So I think, yeah, I wouldn't be too happy with starting Ramondre this week.
Gotcha.
They limited Achane to like barely 11.5 fantasy points. I think Achane is a lot better than Ramondre. Do not start Ramondre this week.
Wow.
BBTB is just dumbfounded by that take. Anyways, let's move on to sits, tight end, sits, MFB. Sarasa.
All right. I know it's national tight end, whatever BS. I'm sitting Kelsey.
Wow.
I've been telling all my homies to sell Kelsey while they could since maybe 2 weeks ago. I think this homie's just like, he's done, bro. Rashee Rice is back. Like, they barely need Kelsey anymore, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Solid take. I like that. I just feel like the Chiefs are just going to be dominating so much that they just won't need him. Not because Kelsey's like bad, but they just won't need him.
I want to say the Chiefs are a corny enough team that on National Tight Ends Day, they will target Kelsey in the end zone. Like they will try to get him a touchdown. It's just cornballs, bro. It's just a corny ass team. Like I see them getting Kelsey the ball, like hyper targeting him in the red zone. They get to the, red zone and they're like, all right, Kelsey, we're going to drop this play. You're going to get in the end zone, right? National Tight End Day, baby. Let's go. On 3. 1, 2, 3, go. Like corny shit, bro. Kelsey's getting in the end zone. I'm calling it. BBTB, give us your tight end sit of the week.
It's going to be TJ Hawkinson. And the reason why he'll be is because he'll be a decoy out there. I have Addison doing solid, JJ doing solid. Run game should be straight fire. I think Hawkinson will get a few catches, a few yards, but I don't think he gets a tutty. I think Hawkinson will get you like 7 points. So that's it.
I could see that just because the offense has not been really going through TJ Hawk at all. Right? I think that's something that we saw like 2 years ago, and people keep trying to hold on like, oh, TJ Hawk is so fire. When he's not, bro. They don't really run the offense like that anymore.
Yeah.
Yep. I like to take. I looked at TJ Hawk as my sit and then decided to go with another player. That was a lot easier, much easier decision. My tight end sit of the week, David Njoku. Do not start this fool. Don't get real throwing the ball. He's coming back off of a knee injury, right? And they have Harold Fannin Jr., the rookie, and he's been solid.
Yeah.
Why would they roll him out? Why would they make him run a lot of routes when he's dealing with a knee injury anyways? And they're going into a week 9 bye. Just don't start. If Njoku plays, obviously, I think he's trending. He's limited at practice today. I think he's trending in the direction of playing this week. Just don't start him if he plays. Do not. It's a bad idea.
Yeah. I love it. Love the take. Don't play Njoku.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust Njoku either.
Let's move on to bonus sits of the week, MFB. This is your hottest take. I did not see this. I did not consider this one. I was not thinking this at all.
Not claiming it.
Bonus sit of the week.
My bonus sit of the week is a guy who's been going nuts.
Wow.
But what goes up must come down in fantasy. It is Quinshon Judkins coming down to earth. Playing against the Patriots D, has only allowed 540 rushing yards, has only allowed 3 rushing touchdowns. I don't even think the Browns really even get close to the red zone for them to try to rush the ball in.
Yeah. I like the take a lot, and the reason why is because last week I feel like his points were inflated because the interceptions that the team got, and they were close in the red zone. They fed it to him a couple times, so I do believe Judkins should get less than 10 fantasy points this week. A good take.
Chemo's there, sitting there looking astounded.
Oh, okay.
Astonished.
Or he's just frozen and disconnected.
He's reconnecting. I thought that man looking like the thinker, bruh. That man was lost. Golly. I know this how we hear those too.
Show must go on. Quinshon Judkins. Chemo doesn't agree. He'd probably start him and then get 6 points and then drop him or something. All right, BBTB, hit us with your bonus sit.
Bonus sit of the week will be Teta Tataroa Teta McMillan.
Hello?
And the reason why I'll be Tet me.
Chemo's back.
Oh, he's back.
Hey.
Nope, kinda. Kinda back. Okay, we can barely hear you, brother. We can hear you, but it's really laggy.
Oh.
Alright.
Crazy.
My man is gone. Just Tedder McMillan. I hated the take when he played with Buffalo. Don't play him. Great secondary. Buffalo defense. I have that game. Buffalo thrashing them. So don't play Tet.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think Tet is still I don't know. I think he just gets enough volume to warrant a cool start, you know?
I'm just saying, bro. But Bill should have the ball a lot more, bro.
Start.
But
I think I'll agree. He definitely needs a matchup to really go off. You know?
Yeah. True.
Like how he did 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. MFB, say his sit, bruh, and have that how we end the video. We'll say his sit right now from the Google sheet.
All right, Chemo's sit of the week is Ja'Cory Krosky, the broski, Merritt against the Chiefs D. I love this sit, bro, because look at what they held Ashton Genty to last week.
Yeah, that's a fire sit. I hate rookie RBs. Chemo, that is an absolute fire pick. Yeah, love that. And no Jaden Daniels too. So they should get sit Bill. Outro, bro. I'm a BBTB out. You know what I mean?